Hi, I'm Mick Garris, and the movie we're about to take a look at may look like a Roger Corman Edgar Allan Poe movie, but it's not. This was United Artists' attempt to cash in on that kind of film. But it ain't Poe, it ain't Lovecraft, this is Nathaniel Hawthorne's Twice Told Tales. Like most of the genre films I saw in my wonder years, I saw Twice Told Tales at my beloved El Cajon Theater before it became a Pussycat Theater. Anything with Vincent Price in it was okay with me, even if it took a couple years to get to my local movie house. The movie does its best to emulate the Poe movies, but it really doesn't have the style the Corman films did. They tried hard, even bringing in the Corman stock players Vincent Price and Beverly Garland, among others. It's a three-story omnibus movie: Dr. Heidegger's Experiment, Rappaccini's Daughter, and the classic House of the Seven Gables, all based on stories by Nathaniel Hawthorne. The good news is that Price stars in each of these three stories, which are unrelated, and each of them is introduced by Vincent Price as well. I always felt a connection to this movie, probably because I named the light show I ran when I was in high school Dr. Heidegger's Experiment. It was a perfect name for our psychedelic display of light and images. Years later, I made yearly Halloween pilgrimages to Salem, Massachusetts, where the actual House of the Seven Gables still stands to this day. And it was part of our annual celebration, partly inspired by my seeing this movie as a kid. And so I have actually explored and investigated that house, which is genuinely beautiful and creepy. Director Sidney Salko was a true journeyman, beginning his career in the 1930s with a ton of routine B-movies and programmers, mostly westerns and war movies, before moving into a huge catalog of episodic television, directing dozens of shows like Maverick, 77 Sunset Strip, and The Addams Family in the 50s and 60s. After that, he taught film at Cal State Northridge. But Vincent Price is the reason to watch this movie. Price was an amazing, one-of-a-kind performer. There really was no one like him, suave, sophisticated, and dangerous, with a moral and sexual ambiguity about him that made him electric on the screen, really finding his place in the cinematic, exaggerated world of horror movies. When I was a teenager, I found out that he was coming to San Diego to show an unsold pilot of him reading three Poe stories on the local afternoon movie show on Channel 8. So I went downtown to the TV studio and actually talked my way inside to meet him, which, much to my delight, worked. He was incredibly friendly and warm and didn't mind at all the questions I peppered him with. Twice Told Tales is an efficient, if not enormously memorable, part of the Price horror canon.